Hey y'all, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. I am back with a very super quick craft fair idea. Y'all, look at these super cute little hair ties that I made. And these, all it took was a little tiny bit of fabric, your sewing machine, and some of these elastic hair ties. Oh, and an iron. But yeah, it's super easy, y'all. And if you don't have a sewing machine, oh my goodness, you could so easily maybe use some fabric glue to make these, or you could even just try to hand sew. It wouldn't be that hard. But yeah, if you have a sewing machine, pull it out. And if you're getting ready for a craft fair coming up anytime soon, these would be great additions. And these could be probably a very low value item, maybe $3 or 2 for $5 is what I'm thinking. It did not take much to make it. And look how sweet they are, y'all. They're so sweet. They're so sweet. I've wanted to do these for a little while, but I had a big mess on my sewing table. I finally got it cleared off. Finally, I can see my top of my sewing table, so I'm so excited. Now I can bring you a few more sewing tutorials as well. Anyway, let's just get busy making these super quick little easy things. Okay, so first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to have to try to make a pattern, okay? And so I kind of made mine up, and it's just, I just trace it off on a piece of paper. And let me show you how I can do this. So and let me move I have a towel over here with my iron. This actually is about, let me see, it's 8.5 inches in length. So you would want your paper to be 8.5 inches in length. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna cut it. I'm gonna fold it in half so I can make sure I get my 8.5. And I know y'all can't see what I'm doing over here, but so you want at least 5 inches. That'll work. Okay, so you're gonna fold it in half, and you're gonna fold it in half again, okay? So fold your paper just like this. You're gonna have it on the long side, and you're gonna take it, and I'm gonna kind of use my template, but since this thing is 8.5 inches long, you're gonna measure up about 4.5, almost 5 inches in length when you draw this out on your paper. So have your paper folded like this, and like you're folding it in half and then in half again, and then just kind of eyeball it. Have your tip away from the fold. Kind of draw it out just to get the shape, and then just go like that. That's all you're gonna need to do. And then once you start cutting it, and let me grab my other scissors, y'all. And you can even make this a little bit wider if you want. But once you start to cut it, when you open it up, you will have a template. Now you can make this as wide as you want or as skinny as you want. But there you go. And I think this one might have come out a little bit longer than what my original template. It doesn't matter. My template is 8.5 inches long. This one that I drew off probably looks about 10 inches. So you can kind of see how you can make a template to make this. But this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like the dog ears that I made in the little doggy videos that I made. That I got off sewspire.com that Andrea had created, and that actually is the similar shape. So anyway, let me just show you how I do this, okay? This is so easy. Okay, let me grab my template that I just put up here. Okay, you're gonna need your template. You're gonna need some fabric. So I went ahead and I've doubled up my fabric. And you're going to need two pieces of fabric for each one, because you're going to have a front and a back. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and cut off where it's folded in half and then folded in half again. That way when I cut, I'm going to be cutting for 2 hair bows and not just one. That way I can make more. So sorry about my little towel here, but I didn't want to pull out my iron. Make sure that you iron your fabric so it doesn't have any wrinkles, and if it doesn't have any wrinkles, you can skip this part. Ooh, I got fabric strings on it already. So anyway, y'all, look at this little iron I got. I found this at Walmart. Yeah, and it's perfect if you want to have a little something on your table if you're working on little projects like this. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. Okay, so then all you're going to need to do is just put your template over the fabric, and it looks like if I position this correctly, I might be able to get 2 out of this piece that I have cut, because I just kind of eyeballed it when I cut my fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half. That way then I'll be able to have another one. So I'll be able to make 4 out of this little piece of fabric. And actually, this piece of fabric was only like about 6 inches in the width. Or the height, actually. It would be the height. Okay, so I'm going to take my pattern and I'm just going to pin it on. So just play around with your pattern. You can kind of see how the shape of what you're going to need, okay? And like I said, this one is 8.5 to 9 inches in length. That's really good, y'all. That's really going to do me a lot of good. Let me throw that one away. So yeah, so just kind of eyeball it. Put it on some paper, make yourself a little pattern. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, so I hope it's not going to be too thick because I'm double cutting here, but I'm going to give it a try. I am just going to cut this out. I had such a good time with my granddaughter this weekend. My grandson went to, as my oldest grandson, he went to his dance competition this weekend and he got first place for his solo. He danced 4 times, but his solo, he got first with a scholarship to come back next year. So we're very proud of him. He did awesome. And it was nice that, you know, that my granddaughter was able to come over and spend time with us. She didn't have to stay home. And it's probably kind of boring for her sitting up there waiting for his turn to dance. So it was actually probably good. Okay, got this cut out. Okay. Take off my pattern. Gotta save that. Okay, so see, as you see, because I had it doubled up and it's already folded in half, I'm able to get 2 of these hair tie bows out of this one that I cut. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put right sides together, just like this. Make sure it's like layering on top of each other, like this. And now I'm going to take it over to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew a seam all the way around, probably about 1/4 inch, leaving an opening about 1.5 inches at least, because we've got to be able to turn this in half. Okay, so let me get you over to the sewing machine and we will sew this up really fast. And oh my goodness, y'all, these are so fast and so cute. Okay, so let me get you over there. Okay, so I'm over here at my sewing machine. I'm making sure my fabric is right sides together. And I'm just going to get this under my sewing machine. Now I'm going to start sewing about right here. You want to be able to leave a space open in here. That way then you can flip it inside out. Put this underneath your sewing machine. I just use my little presser foot as a guide. This is a 2.5 inch, 2.5 stitch length, about 1/4 inch seam allowance, regular cotton fabric, and just cotton thread. It could be cotton polyester, but it doesn't matter. It's all going to work out just fine. And here we go. Halfway done. How easy is this? Oh my goodness. You could cut a bunch of these and just whip out a whole bunch. I would sew a whole bunch, then take them all out, flip them inside out, iron them, and sew and stitch them up. And you could just mass produce these so easy. And I think there would be a cute little addition to the craft fair. This is definitely something that I will take with me. So there you go. Get this thread cut. And so now it looks like this. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take it, kind of reach up inside there and start pulling it through. If you have to use a chopstick or something like that, or some kind of poker or some kind of stick, you can do that. Once you get going on it, you can kind of get it pulled through. It goes okay. See, it's coming right through. Gonna have to play with it a minute. Okay, so this is what I use. I always just use a wooden dowel that I have, a little skinny one that I keep in here. Gonna poke out your edges. I'm gonna I'll pull out the other side. Okay, we're almost there. This is probably the hardest part. Is flipping it inside out because it's a small space you're working with. Oh, and look. That was great, y'all. Still working though. Good thing I got more of these. Okay. So here we go. Kind of rub it out. Pull out your little seam allowances that are in there. Where they're not all hidden. Now I'm going to take it to my iron. And let me just pull my iron over here, y'all. And I'm going to iron this down really fast. Just so you can see what I'm doing here, y'all. Okay. So I'll just pull this over. Gonna iron this down. You want to have it nice and smooth. That way when you're ironing, or when you put your top stitch, you're not going to have any spaces that you didn't want to top stitch. Now here's my little thread right here. I'm going to just take my scissors and I'm just going to trim that off. You can trim it off or stick it up in there. Just like this. I like mine nice and flat. Okay, now I'm just going to top stitch all the way around, closing up this little hole that I left there. And I like to start with my top stitch about 1/8 of an inch from the side. Let me use my down feature. I like to start like where the hole is, where I need to seal up first. That's what I like to do when I sew. I guess you don't have to, but that's just my preference. It was so nice when my granddaughter was leaving. Well, it wasn't nice that she was leaving, but she came and gave me the biggest hug and told me she loved me. I just love her so much. We're so blessed with such awesome grandchildren. We wanted my other 2 grandsons to sleep over this weekend, but I had to go to a party yesterday for a friend of mine. Her daughter is getting married, and so we couldn't have them last night. They would have had to come Friday, but they both have like swimming lessons and things like that. Okay, I finished that sewing, and I have top stitched or back stitched. Make sure you trim off any of your excess little threads. Okay, so now, let me make sure. Okay, so now iron it again. You don't have to. It's my preference to iron again. So here we go. I'm just gonna put it over here. I'm gonna iron it again so it's nice and flat. And then watch what we do next. Okay, so choose. Your hard part now is choosing what color hairband you want. And since my colors don't have any red or white, I probably will just go with black since it matches my fabric choice. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna fold this in half so you know where it's gonna be on your hair, on the elastic. You're gonna put this through just like this. And y'all, tie a knot. At first I thought, now how am I going to do this? What if they come up? But when you tie a knot, if it moves a little bit because they're putting it in their hair, that's okay. They can just pull this tight again to make their little bow. And voila. There you go, y'all. Look. And it will be so cute. So cute. Now, if you want to make these a little larger, make your template a little larger. If you want to keep them like this size in the end, once I tie a knot, let's see how long it is. It's about 5.5 inches in width. And this is like maybe 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches in height. So anyway, yeah, they're super cute. I just love it so much. And this, y'all, this did not take me very long at all. This just took not just 10-15 minutes max to make one. And like if you're not, you know, telling people how to make it, you can make them a lot faster than what I just showed you. So yeah, pretty cute. I love it so much. I think it's going to be a great addition to my craft fair. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. Oh, and by the way, all 4 ladies claimed their prize. So ladies, if y'all are watching, I will be sending out your tape tomorrow. So I've got it all packaged up and ready to roll. And yeah, I'll be sending them out tomorrow. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoy this. Watch out for my next giveaway. We'll be at 15,000 and it will be a little bit larger one. It won't be just tape. So just letting y'all know, and it's just an appreciation for you subscribing to my channel. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.